Hey guys, today I'm excited to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on Creed 3. Now this film delivers knockout punch after knockout punch. Yeah, I know that was ridiculous, but it's true. It does. It delivers it one after the other, after the other. There's so many phenomenal things about this film. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about Creed 3. So Creed 3 hits theaters on March 3rd, and it stars, of course, Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Creed. We've seen him in 2 films already. It stars Tessa Thompson as Bianca. We've seen her in 2 films already. And it stars Jonathan Majors as newcomer. We have yet to see him in this franchise. Damian Anderson is his name. And oh my goodness, listen, we all know Jonathan Majors is so good at what he does. This man is extremely versatile in his acting career. He's so good. Literally have never seen him do poorly in a role. Like, he's phenomenal as Kang, who we recently saw, and now we see him as Damian, another antagonist, a little bit. However, it is easy to completely fall in love with him almost immediately. By now, we already know Adonis Creed, and we love him, and we root for him, and we are a big fan of his, and we just want what is best for him. But when Damian shows up from Adonis's past, and well, he's got a little bit of a bone to pick with him, it's hard to decide who you want to root for. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when those two step into the ring, you're like, I don't care what the outcome is. And what does that say about me? Because I fell in love with Adonis years ago for the first Creed, continued to love him through the second Creed, and now I'm like, oh, why am I I wouldn't care if he loses. Now, of course, I'm not going to tell you how things turn out, but I will say I loved seeing these two in the ring together, but also throughout the entire film. This movie flies by, all right? I mean, I was like, I couldn't believe as it was wrapping up, I was like, it's only been an hour. Like, what's going on? No, and this movie is like 2 hours long, and it feels so quick, but not in a bad way, just in a way that you are completely invested right from the beginning. The beginning shows you some stuff from the past, some flashbacks of Adonis and Damian when they were kids. As you know from the trailers, Damian kind of has been in jail for a while, let's say, for 18 years, he says. And he used to be an incredible boxer, but he never got to prove that he could be a champ. So, of course, he, is coming out of jail like, I need to prove it, right? He's thirsty. He's been spending this entire time keeping in shape and really, really making sure that he can come back and get in the fight just like, when he left it 18 years ago. Of course, Adonis is retired at this time. He's running his own gym. He's training the heavyweight champion of the world. So where do things go? I'm not going to get too much into it, but I will say what we get is an incredible journey about forgiveness, not just of others, but also of yourself, letting go of guilt, of love, of friendship, of just acceptance and redemption. And there's so many important lessons that are sprinkled throughout this entire film. I mean, listen, Adonis goes through it, you guys, and the way the cinematography just mirrors his arc, everyone really, but just mirrors it throughout the film. I mean, it's a beautifully shot film. There's one scene in particular that is one of my absolute favorite scenes, and it is of Adonis and Dame, which is Damian's nickname, if you didn't get that. They're in a locker room before a fight, and there's a wall separating them, and one side is one color, it's more darker, the other side is lighter, and there's just this contrast there. They both kind of turn and look towards each other, even with that wall in between there. And I got chills. I get chills just thinking about it now. That is one of the most beautiful shots of the film, but the entire film is absolutely gorgeous. And then there's use of slow motion in one of the fight scenes that is just perfection. The slow motion, I mean, you see skin rippling, you see sweat flying, the sound design is like bam, bam. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's enough to shed tears at, just because it's absolutely beautiful. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but this film is incredible. Michael B. Jordan makes his directorial debut, and oh my gosh, does that man have a future ahead of him. We already know he's phenomenal on screen. I mean, listen, basically this film, we're getting Kang, we're getting Killmonger, and we're getting Valkyrie all coming together. And it's amazing. But honestly, he's so good behind the camera too. And I can't wait to see what he does with his directing career, because wow, he has made some brilliant, brilliant choices that just raise this already perfect film to a whole new level, which is crazy, crazy, crazy to think of. And then there's this little girl who plays Adonis and Bianca's daughter, and she is a spitfire. She is sassy. Man, she is so much fun, and I really enjoyed watching her throughout the entire film as well. Her interactions, not only with Michael and Tessa, but also with Jonathan, she's just fun. And then you talk about Tessa Thompson. Listen, we share the same name, so like I think it's a rule that I have to love her, but I do love her anyway, and I really, really enjoy her in this movie. I've enjoyed her in this franchise all the way through. She's a phenomenal actress, but I love, love, love her chemistry. Of course, she's had that time with Michael B. Jordan to build a rapport. It's not surprising that they're comfortable with each other on screen. But the times that she has with Jonathan Majors, right? And I'm not hinting at anything. I'm just saying their on-screen chemistry, just as scene partners, is so good. Some of the conversations they have and the moments they have just had me sucked in. And like I said, I mean, I was getting chills throughout almost the entire movie. There were moments where I was tearing up. There was just so much going on. It's an absolutely beautiful story from beginning to end, and it has its moments. I mean, there feels like there is high stakes, right? I mean, there is definitely conflict in this movie. They go for it, man. And Creed 3 is easily by far the best of the franchise. And listen, I really, really love the first two films, so that says a lot. Jonathan Majors is pure perfection, as is the rest of the cast, and seeing Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors together, it's just absolutely like, again, like knockout performance after knockout performance. The two are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I have literally nothing bad to say about this movie. The score, the soundtrack, I mean, always that has been something throughout even the first two Creed films that really just elevate scenes to the next level and kind of give you that suspense if you need it, or that like, yeah, mood if you need it. You know what I mean? Like pump up and you start to get excited for the fight and you really, really root for whoever you want to root for. In this one, it is impossible to choose. And it just brings everything to a new level. Like literally everything about this movie is perfect. I can't come up with any complaints at all. I will want more. I want all the more. Like give me like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't care. I want it all. I want to see it all. I really, really love this. Again, there's so many heartfelt moments, incredible, powerful messages about redemption, forgiveness, learning to forgive yourself for your past mistakes. I mean, this is a just important movie. It's just phenomenal on so many levels. Listen, I could rant on and on and on about how perfect this movie is, but I will stop. My final rating, I mean, listen, if you didn't guess it already, it's a 5 out of 5. Creed 3 is absolutely worth seeing on the big screen. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So be sure to see it in theaters on March 3rd, opening weekend. You guys do not want to miss this. Let me know if you're excited for Creed 3 down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this. You can check me out over at MamasGeeky.com or follow me over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all the things. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.